I remember back during the Vietnam War era, there was a popular poster that used beautiful childlike lettering and artwork to say, "War is not healthy for children and other living things." It was a very sweet sentiment and a message for the times, but knowing what I know now, I might choose to reword it slightly. I might say, "What are you people, fucking crazy? You tell us that we've got to fight this war to stop the spread of communism," whatever the fuck that is. But if this dreaded communism thing is so terrible, so awful, just exactly why do you have to kill so many people in an effort to stop it? Gosh, it seems like somebody might actually want it. Now, why do you suppose that would be? I remember when I was young, I asked my mother why we were fighting the war in Vietnam. Mom said, "Well, we've got to stop the spread of communism to keep the world safe for freedom and democracy." It sounded plausible to my 8-year-old ears, but as an adult, I started asking some questions. Democracy, huh? If you went to a country where 60, 70, maybe 80% of the population is living in poverty and held completely free and fair elections, what do you suppose would happen? The people would vote for the candidates talking about health care, education, housing, jobs, food. In other words, the people would vote for someone bearing much more in common with Fidel Castro than with Richard Nixon. So we claim to be great champions of freedom and democracy when really we want people to be free to democratically elect leaders that we feel they should have. Now here it is 50 years later, and we're told that we've got to stop the terrorists because they're bad people who want to destroy our way of life. So invoking my reworking of that popular 60s anti-war slogan, "What are you people fucking crazy?" Immediately after the attacks of 9/11, radical Islamic terrorism was largely limited to a small tribal section of Afghanistan. Now, after almost 15 years of clobbering it with the blunt instrument of US militarism, it's spread all over the Middle East and Northern Africa with growing numbers of sympathizers in the US and Europe. The popular environmental concept of unsustainability could be applied to geopolitics here in having 3 snotty teenage girls say, "Hello, you're creating new terrorists faster than you can kill the existing ones. Like, duh." They say that doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is a definition of insanity. So in answer to the question, "What are you people fucking crazy?" I'd have to say that we shouldn't pass it off using as flip and dismissive a word as crazy. For yes, while the people running the world and in the United States in particular are crazy, the problem merits a more detailed explanation. The people running the US in particular span a spectrum between willful ignorance, denial, delusion, and ultimately psychopathic behavior. It's high time we bring the full weight of modern psychology to bear on the people holding positions of leadership in the world and in the US in particular, because these people are fucking crazy.